Is your home a calamity of clutter? Can you no longer get through the door? Do you cohabit with chaos? Then fear not, for you can join our congregation and find salvation at the C.H.A.O.S Clinic. I'm Meg Connell, and I'm the nemesis of mess, the sworn enemy of sweeping things under the carpet. At my unique treatment center, I heal hoarders and those suffering from chronic chaos. Can't have anyone over syndrome. Welcome everybody, I'm Meg Connell, professional organizer and your chaos guru. I've traveled all the way here from California to rescue you from your chaos and your misery. Just follow my simple 6-step program and your future will be bright and clutter-free. All right, who would like to start today's clinic by telling me how they have confronted their chaos? Any volunteers? Let's do the father and son duo. Terry, stand up, introduce yourself to the group.
I'm Terry. I used to be addicted to information.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
And Harry.
Hi, I'm Harry. I also have a problem, and I'm petrified that I'm going to grow up to become just like my dad. I'm worried that the problem might be genetic.
Hi, Harry. All right, everyone, let's take a look into Harry and Terry's world. Terry, were you using this room at all for anything?
I'm a homeopath, and this used to be where I used to see patients, but it got too crowded, and I have to rent rooms out now.
Clutter is expensive. Yes, tell the group what room this is.
The living room. Sorry.
And are you doing any living in that room?
In some of it.
Okay. Hard to say. What is this?
It's supposed to be the dining table.
The dining room
I've never
table.
eaten on that table.
I first heard about Terry and Harry's House of Horrors when I received an SOS call from Sue, Terry's ex-wife.
I think it's a pattern because Terry's always had these capable women looking after him. In fact, his aunt, who's 82 now, does all his ironing stuff. I've been tidying up after Terry and Harry for the last 12 years, and I'm just tired of it. I can't do it anymore.
Terry's an ex-boyfriend of mine. We met in 1975, and went out together for about a year. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It was one of the best years of my life. Terry's been looked after most of his life by women, and now he's on his own, and the clutter problem has really got out of control. I think Harry's part of the problem. He doesn't tidy up after himself, and he's just creates his own clutter.
Something told me this British bachelor pad, in desperate need of a woman's organized touch, was going to be one of my toughest challenges to date. I'd been told Terry and Harry's house was no longer big enough for the two of them. I couldn't understand why. And then it hit me.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm Terry.
Meg, I have arrived.
Wow. Nice to see you.
And this is the entryway to your home, right?
It is, yeah.
Tell me, what is this pile going on here? Because there's a doorway right there,
Yeah, well,
and no energy is going in that direction.
Yeah, that is the main entrance to the living room, but it's got blocked by some...
By a useless piece of junk. It's
Junk? What is
all these freebies, and the people just go, oh, here, have my junk. And he takes it.
So, what is that pile over there?
Well, it's mostly old correspondence related to the Green Party and Friends of the Earth, my environmental work.
I love environmental work. We all need to recycle. But do you think that that's probably enough paper there for an entire tree?
He's killed a lot more trees than he's saved.
Do you think the Green Party would approve of that?
Probably not. No.
I don't think so.
Well, this is the kitchen.
Whoa! We have a whole little apothecary here, don't we?
Well, they're bottles that have been used and are awaiting recycling.
These are all full. Wait, so these are full. These are the ones you're using, but these are empty?
They're mostly empty, yeah. I mean, sometimes patients leave a little bit in the bottles. I mean,
Why do you have so many?
I've got this attitude where I think it's always going to be useful at some point.
A lot of my clients think like that, where they think, I can reuse this for something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's 50 of these somethings hanging around. Where does the store go to?
That's the side entrance.
It's a side entrance. It's an outside door.
It is, yes.
And what is this in front of it?
That's the freezer.
Why is the freezer in front of the door?
Well, because I was offered the freezer,
Oh,
and which I felt I needed.
it was a freebie.
Yes, another freebie.
And unfortunately, the only place to put it was in front of the door.
This is like house constipation.
Right.
You know, energy flows through your house, and it's barely getting in the front door, and there's nowhere for it to go out the back door.
Right. So where do I keep the
It's
frozen
like a
food?
colonic irrigation of your house.
I agree. A colonic irrigation of the house. This is your living room?
Yeah, this is the living room.
What is all this stuff?
It's stuff that's accumulated over the years.
My first dictionary. Wrapping paper. It's Christmas all year round at this
It's left over
household.
from Christmas, yeah.
What are those, birthday cards?
If you throw away cards, it's like a bit disrespectful.
You think so? What do you think happens to the cards when you die?
Someone throws them away.
That's right. It's junk mail. Did you know that the average household here gets 70 pounds of junk mail a year?
A year.
70 pounds.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I think you've got like 5 years worth here.
If you were to
Something.
carry on like this, you'd be swimming in paper.
Yeah. Swimming.
I think we already are.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the rest of this house. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is the spare room.
I'm sorry, but that looks like a tip.
It's, I'm afraid it's got a bit cluttered.
A bit cluttered. Can you even get in there?
With difficulty.
You really like books.
Yeah.
They're kind of moldy.
Summer,
You know that's really bad for your health?
is it?
Yeah.
What
Moldy
happened?
books.
Yeah?
Mold, spores,
Oh, right.
dust. Dust mites.
Hmm.
Whose room is this?
This is my bedroom.
Do you always live with this wardrobe open like this?
Well, yeah, because it's not possible to close it, really.
Why? What do you have in here? I have to... What are all these medicines in
These
the
are-
underwear drawer?
These are spagyric medicines. I put them there because they have to be kept in a very sort of pure place. They're not,
Pure and holy. Do you have holy underwear?
they're not holy.
Okay, Harry, I want to see your room.
Okay, come in.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Take your shoes off.
Why?
It's just a respect thing, you know.
What's going on over there?
This is the altar
To who?
to the parents of my dad. It's,
Why is it in your room?
exactly.
Do you want it
Exactly.
in here?
No.
You know you don't want it in here.
It's difficult, you know, to have something like that.
What do
know,
you tell
something
your
'cause
friends?
yeah, they all get freaked out.
Whose clothes are these?
That closet does not belong to me.
Whose does it belong
That is
to?
my dad's.
Your dad has
Yeah.
clothes in your room.
A third of this room belongs to my dad.
But-
Comes in here every day. He
You
violates
don't
my
have
space
you don't
every
have
single
your
day.
own space.
No, he really does take liberties.
I can't wait to get you guys organized. And I really think that you guys need to respect each other's personal space. So we need a room for Harry, we need a room for Terry, and we need a living room. We need to recover that living room so you can actually live in there.
Sure.
True to form, Terry had a woman on hand to help out. Drusilla, I hear like Terry, you're into natural medicines and spiritual healing.
Yes, he's a homeopathic healer. I'm a Reiki healer. Yeah.
I think the only way I'm going to be able to handle this is take a spiritual approach.
That's the only way we're going to get the house clear and that we're going to get Terry living in a new way.
We should be sisters in spiritual healing.
Brilliant.
It was day one of our journey to demystification, and surprise, surprise, both my disciples were still in bed. To start Terry on the road to redemption, I'd have to approach this case from a mystical perspective. It was time for mysterious Meg to teach Terry to cleanse his chakras of chaos. The boys soon discovered that the road to redemption isn't always smooth, especially when you have to confront your dump of a front room.
Things have got to such a point where the past is too daunting to tackle, so it's been getting just pushed to one side all the time.
Growing up like with this is disastrous. It's really, really stressful. 2002, irrelevant threat.
No, see.
No.
Harry, you deal with your stuff, I'll deal with mine, all right?
I know.
Don't put the records in amongst all this stuff, Harry.
I'm not. It's broken from the inside. Dump it.
It's not broken, there's some stuff in there that...
Oh my
It's
mine.
Terry was obviously having problems letting go. To speed up the process, I introduced him to my foolproof sticker system. Love it, use it, and dump it to help him sort through the mess. The stickers weren't appealing for this paper person. He loved the environment so much, he surrounded himself with page upon page of dead trees. I had to purge Terry of his penchant for paper. As an information addict, he was terrified of throwing anything away. So Mysterious Meg had to put it on the line. Terry, I brought you out here today to this meditation space because I really think you have a problem with paper.
I have, yes. I've got a paper mountain up there.
We're going to pray to the paper gods and goddesses today to help you release your grip on paper and information.
We'll give it a go.
Okay, this is what you do. You basically take the paper that you really don't want anymore and you just shred it like this.
Can I try that?
You can. I felt so much love letting the paper go. I want you to feel the love.
Let's feel the love, yeah?
Clear the office. Stop hoarding. Let it go.
Letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go.
In a small corner of England, Terry and Harry, a father and son, were drowning in a lifetime of clutter. They were fearful that they were suffering from a family illness and were paralyzed by the mess. Even though I'd shown them the light, hundreds of miles away in my chaos-free office, a cloud of doubt crossed my mind. I wonder how Harry and Terry are doing. I decided to take a peek at how my disciples were getting along. But it was my driver's day off, so I used the mysterious Meg Cam. And it showed me that the boys were doing what they do best. Absolutely nothing. Terry and Harry, what are you doing?
We were just taking a break.
I can see that. Aren't you doing any organizing?
What the hell are you doing here?
I have mystical powers and I have been watching you guys, and there's no work going on here. I think there's a little bit too many breaks going on and not enough organizing. It's time for you to get to work. I can't believe that you haven't done any of the work.
Well, we've done a few things.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Well, I haven't been around very much, have I?
Yeah, I know, but you just said we have done a few things. Me and my mum did loads of things.
You need to do it.
I've got to do the...
No more of these women rescuing you. Sure. No. What did you do, Terry?
Well, I had to go away to a Friends of the Earth conference in Leicester this weekend.
Oh, so you're saving the world, but you're not saving your own house?
There are other demands on my time, you know. That's
like what?
Well, patients to deal with.
So how many patients did you see this week?
2. Yeah.
Two patients.
Yeah,
in the entire week. Come on. Do you know what clutter is?
I'm getting to realise what it is.
It's delayed decision making. Indecision is a decision in itself.
Right.
It's no.
Sure.
So Terry finally put his commitments on hold and set to work tackling the office. It was a painful process for this friend of the earth who didn't look after his own environment. The task was so daunting that I called on the Reiki master, Drusilla. Okay, obviously that didn't work, so I had to take matters into my own hands. I do this with my clients. It's called vision work. You ready?
Okay.
All right, give me your hand. So, you said the 70s were the best part of your life. Is that right?
It's what I feel were the most pleasurable. Right?
You are keeping so much from the past. I want you to stop and go back. Close your eyes. Think about those times and what it felt like to you.
One of the best times of my life.
Okay, now, open your eyes. If you don't let go of that stuff, and if you continue to hang on to stuff, I want you to close your eyes and think what it's going to be like in 20 years from now. Wake up. Do you get my idea? It's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
You've got to let go of the past.
Sure.
I did my best to scare Terry into action, but I knew that wouldn't be enough. The boys would need bachelor-proof systems in place to prevent the house from descending deeper into chaos. The last time I left you, I did tell you that you guys had some boundary issues, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to introduce you to Meg's Mess Management. I have these banned boards for you, and they're going to go for 3 rooms in the house. So the first thing I'm going to ban in Harry's room is Terry. No Terry in Harry's room. Well, now all your stuff's not going to be in there, so you won't need to go in. Okay? The next area is the kitchen. No medicine in the kitchen. Okay, and the last one is the living room. This is going to be a paper-free zone. I've placed these boxes in the room here to help you guys manage your stuff. When you want to leave the room, you have a place to put your stuff. Don't you think it's big enough? And one of my most favorite systems of all is the penalty box. Harry, if you leave your portable CD player in the living room and your dad finds it, you have to pay him money and put it in his box. And Terry, if you leave the newspaper in the living room and Harry finds it, you have to pay money to him and put it in his box.
Wow.
One of you is going to be really rich.
That's me.
It was clear to me that Harry really didn't have a problem. It was Terry's information fixation that was the root of this mess. Terry, I know that paper purging was difficult for you, wasn't it?
I found it very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, information overload can be really stressful.
It is very stressful.
In order for me to kind of understand my clients, I like to take a look inside their head. Let's take a trip inside of Terry's head to understand his information overload. It's coming at you, Terry. You gotta catch it. There's another one. You missed it. Grab it, Terry. Grab it. Oh, there's more information. More. How can you catch it all? Harry, how do you deal with this? Is this what it's like on a daily basis?
Yes, pretty much.
Scary! That terrifying trip into Terry's mind told me this job was far from done. Once he'd cleared the office, I'd need to put systems in place to prevent the paper pandemonium from ever returning. Terry, back to the basics. Every office needs filing cabinets. I've got a green one for your environmental work,
right,
and a blue one for the medicine.
That's great. That'd be good to separate the two.
It's very good spiritually to separate out your business from your personal stuff.
Yeah.
I also have some magazine holders, and this is your to-read pile.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I know you like to tear a lot of things out of magazines to read at a later date, right?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Uh-huh. This is where you're going to put it all. You either toss it or file it when you're done. Now, my very, very favorite tool of all in organizing is the garbage can.
That'd be good.
All right, we have so much work to do in your office. We have got to get started. Let's go. Oh, my. And paper wasn't the only problem. Terry's holy vials were taking over the house. As each one went through a complex blessing process, he was having problems throwing them away.
Kokubi jiso genge amorusu mahan nagara tamahichi haimase.
For Terry to carry on his homeopathy in a home without anarchy, it was time to introduce him to a medicinal filing system. Terry, I have the perfect system for you. A medicine bank. Check this out. It's clear and it's holy. Unlike your underwear drawer where you had been storing them in the past.
That'd be really good.
Labels for the outside of the drawers.
That's great.
Now, a portable medicine box. What do you think about that?
That looks really neat, yeah, I like that.
Okay, your final task. If I see another recycling bottle for these medicines laying around in the kitchen, I'm just gonna go nuts. Terry, when they're done, they're done. Send them to their final rest. I was proud of the boys. The enlightenment at the end of this very congested tunnel was clearly in sight. Harry had no problem tidying up, and Terry finally seemed to understand that to win it, he had to bin it. I had really enjoyed this spiritual journey out of chaos. Terry and Harry had grown leaps and bounds. But would they pass the final test? I enlisted the help of the other important women in their lives to help me make that decision. Yes, the day of reckoning had truly come. Hello, Terry. It's Judgment Day, and we're here to look around without you. Ooh. Get through the doorway. That looks nice.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
good. Okay. This looks nice.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, that's
Okay.
beautiful.
Oh dear.
Ladies,
What is that?
It's a pile of papers.
He's just hidden that behind that table.
Yes.
he
So
has.
yes.
It's awful. This is about 80% there.
Yes, you can see the floor, carpet. Yeah.
It's a start. Let's go do the next room.
Okay.
Wow! I cannot believe it. We're actually walking in here.
This is pretty good
No.
compared with what it was.
I can't believe the color of the carpet.
Good heavens, I haven't seen it for years.
He's gotten a lot of stuff out of here, but there is so much more work to do.
Oh, I see he's kept the cobwebs.
I can't stay in here long. It's still creeping me out. We gotta go.
Right.
Nothing has changed. Oh.
It's the same as I remember it.
How could
Not
he sleep in
exactly a
here?
raving little love nest, is it?
How would he get anybody up here?
No.
I
No
wouldn't.
chance. No.
Would you? Step 6. Together we'll conquer chaos. Terry, Harry, I am slightly disappointed. Your pace was a little too slow to complete my 6-step program in the time given. Yeah. But I know that you have the tools that you need to conquer this chaos and be free, uncluttered men.
We will.
Yeah.
We can do this. We can do this together. Yeah.
I really think you will. Let's hear it for Harry and Terry! Okay, why don't you all come up and join me in the Chaos Clinic chant?
Order from disorder. Calm from confusion. Together